The Trump economy is firing on all cylinders. We have a record number of Americans, get this, $1 million in their 401k accounts. Let's bring in Jim Russo. He's the chief investment strategist at Altrius Capital Management. He's here with us now. Jim, thanks for joining us. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, Lauren.
I mean, you have 441,000 401k or IRA holders with at least $1 million. That has to be good news, right?
It's very good news. It's nice to see everybody doing well and participating in this economy, and certainly we've had the market buoy everything up, and really what we've seen is, I think what I'm calling it, the Jive Five, these big five companies, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and Apple, and Facebook, pushing the market higher. And it's a little bit concerning in that we're not getting as much participation from other stocks in the economy, and I think you got to be a little bit conservative. And the reason why I call it the Jive Five, it reminds me of the Nifty 50 of the late 60s when you had a few stocks really driving the market much higher. But it's been a boom for the economy, it's been a boom for the consumer, and it's certainly nice to see more millionaires out there being made.
Well, the president is calling your Jive Five MAGA, Microsoft, Apple, Google, and Amazon. But when you hear that the average 401k balance tops $112,000, if you can just circle the square for a second, how do Democrats that are running for president say and argue that there is income inequality?
Yeah, so this is, I'm always a little bit sympathetic, having been been a Catholic priest myself of the tribe the caring tribe that wants us to worry about income inequality. But it's not a new thing in America. It's always been an issue, and it's certainly, there's a fight going on for the soul of the Democratic Party right now between socialism and those who are concerned about the Bernie Sanders wing. And it'll be interesting to see how this all pans out. But income inequality is not new, and I don't necessarily think that work is a four-letter word. I think a lot of us are living a lot longer, and we're living better, and we're probably going to have to work a little bit longer, especially for those of us who didn't save maybe as much as we should have to get ready for the retirement we may have wanted.
Earlier, Jim, you were voicing some concern that the gains in the stock market to the second highest close in history for the Dow, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ, that the breadth of the rally just wasn't broad enough, in your opinion. And we do get key data today. We get retail sales and consumer sentiment. That's how Americans feel about the economy. That's if Americans are spending our money. Do you expect those reports to continue to be robust? And how does the coronavirus fit into the backdrop of all of this? When will we, if we will ever see that, impact these numbers?
Yeah, I do think that we're going to see the Michigan sentiment today be right around 100, maybe a little bit less, and the retail numbers to continue to be good because the American consumer is improving his balance sheet. We're out there spending, and that side of the economy is very, very strong. Manufacturing is dipping down a little bit, but I don't think we're going to see the coronavirus yet be an issue. I kind of put in a recent blog just to give a historical perspective from the SARS and the bird flu issue, that these things tend to only have a negative impact in the short term, but longer term, the market trades more on the fundamentals.
Jim Russo, thanks for joining us this morning.
My pleasure.